To the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily British content. Well, today's main headline, guys, actually takes us to another European nation as some shocking news has emerged and actually does kind of bear resemblance, if you wish, whilst it wasn't a school, to what happened in the summer with the United Kingdom. We're going to be going through this shocking story, of course, whilst also going through some of all of the other latest headlines from across the country. But as you can read there in the title, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a school stabbing rampage in Croatia that has left one dead and 7 others injured. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a very long time, out in Croatia, they've seen shocking scenes. And what's being said now, as stated in terms of the actual story itself, is that one girl, or 7-year-old, has died as a man, 19-year-old man, went through a school and started causing carnage. Yes, a 7-year-old girl has been killed and several others left injured during a knife attack carried out by a 19-year-old man at a primary school in Croatia. 2 adults and 5 children are now in hospital with injuries, including a teacher, according to their health ministry. Police described the attacker as a young male and said to have been detained. Local media has reported that the 19-year-old was a former student at the elementary school. "We are horrified," Prime Minister has said, and as he told reporters, adding that some of the pupils have been hospitalized. The teacher is said to have suffered life-threatening injuries and remains in hospital after undergoing surgery, according to state broadcaster HRT. Emergency crews, including paramedics and an air ambulance, rushed to elementary school in the country's capital. Footage published by the Croatian media showed children aged just 5 to 11 running away from the school building. HRT said the attacker entered the school and went straight into the first classroom, where he was found and attacked the children. "We are shocked by the terrible event and express our sympathy to all victims and their families," city officials and said in a statement. "This is a great tragedy of the city of Zagreb and for all of Croatia. The mayor of his deputies are at the scene at this moment. The police are establishing all the circumstances. The perpetrator has been arrested. And the city will help provide psychological assistance to the students, parents and school employees." He also added, "We also express our regret and sympathy to the families of the injured children at the elementary school. Today's horrific attack is the first school murder in Croatia in 52 years. So really shocking scenes out there in Croatia. As stated, we bring you this because, well, again, we want to cover a lot of big talking points, big stories across Europe, and for this is a first school murder in 52 years, and it does bear resemblance to what we had going on in the summer. Whilst the situation in Southport wasn't in a school, it was of an individual around the same age going in and killing little children. So really shocking story to be reporting to you here, guys. Absolutely disgusting, and again, at this moment in time, we don't know what the motive of this actually was. We don't know the background of this actual individual. We don't know where he's from, religious beliefs, all of this kind of stuff, but all we do know is that he has been detained and is a 19-year-old man. So I'm interested to see how they go about treating this perpetrator, this person who's caused this damage out in Zagreb and killing one little girl and leaving 7 others injured, including lots of 5 to 11-year-old children. And I'd be interested to see how this is actually played out in their country. Let's see if they use pictures of him as a little boy. Let's see how their situation is. But I have a feeling Croatia are going to be coming down extremely hard on this person. So absolutely disgusting scenes out in Croatia, guys. A school stabbing rampage leaves 1 dead and 7 others injured. 19-year-old man has been arrested, of course, at the scene, and we wait to find out further details. My thoughts and prayers, as always, are with the victims' families at this horrible time. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, of course, for those of you who maybe missed our live stream, back to the United Kingdom, guys, and of course the Manchester airport attackers have now, of course, been charged. And again, in the good news of things, guys, is that the police that were in the incident have not been charged at all. Yes, Mohammed Amaz has been charged with 2 offences of causing actual bodily harm, 1 charge of assaulting an emergency worker, and 1 charge of common assault. Mohammed Ahmad was also charged with causing actual bodily harm, the Crown Prosecution Service has said. Again, guys, I'm not going to go too far into this story. We did cover it earlier on today in terms of a separate live stream which was dedicated to it. But for those of you that did miss it, then I'm just going to give you my sort of short thoughts on the situation. Again, better late than never is what I repeated to you guys earlier. I'm glad that something has happened, and I do think it comes off of a lot of people, whether that be Nigel Farage with the private investigation, whether that be people that make content in this space, you guys that get involved with it. I do think the noise was just getting way too much, and actually they had to act upon it. And again, thankfully, those 2 have now been charged with regards to it. And as I said, we'll find out their trial date, coincidentally, actually starts on January 16th. That goes along with loads of other major stories as well on the January 20th, all in line with Donald Trump's first day in the office. So it's going to be a very, very busy January for us in terms of watching it. My eyes aren't going to be on Trump's inauguration. It's of course going to be on these 3 stories, whether it's been the Labour MP, the guy with the soldier, and then of course the Southport killer, and then of course this story as well we're going to be reporting on, and make sure that it's not buried under all of this stuff that's going to be happening with Donald Trump. So yeah, guys, let me say your thoughts and opinions on everything that we've discussed in the comment section below. I'm going to take a few live chats, guys. But yeah, Emmy Hughes says, thank you for the real news. Thank you for tuning in. Light Sky says, what? Not again. Victor Newman says, familiar story. Yes, it certainly caught my attention. Of course, it does bear parallel to the same kind of stuff we were seeing in our country in the summer. And as I said, this is the first attack of its kind in 52 years in Croatia. So absolutely shocking scenes. And again, we don't know the name just yet. Everybody's guessing what it is, but yeah, we don't know what it is just yet. All we know is the guy has been arrested, and 1 person is dead, and of course 7 other people are currently injured. So my thoughts and prayers are, of course, with everybody that has been affected out in Croatia, because it's really, really shocking stuff. And we're starting to see a rise of this, not just with the United Kingdom, we're starting to see it across Europe. Europe was a very, very safe place for a number of years, but this stuff is starting just to be heard, whether we're hearing axe attacks, whether we're hearing shootings, everything. Europe is turning into a bit of a cesspit, which also correlates in a certain something, but I won't say that live on this live stream. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do let me know your thoughts on this incident down there in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next live stream. Take care, look after